So chapter 1 is about the basics of Six Sigma and the defined phase of the make. Six Sigma has several meanings. It is a philosophy, a methodology, a set of tools and techniques. And all in all, it is a framework that is used in order to make an organization more competitive by making the people working in the organization work more efficiently and more effectively. It is a very systematic problem-solving methodology that is centered about defects elimination as well as variation reduction. We're going to define what is a defect in this slide. A defect is anything that satisfies the customer. It is an imperfection, a flaw, or you can say it is a departure from the ideal. A defect in terms of magnitude can be large or small. It can make a product or a service unusable, or it can just bring the product or the service outside of the specification. What is variation? We're going to come across this term several times during our course. Variation is a natural phenomenon that is everywhere around us. So there is variation in process, there is variation in measurements, there is variation if you compare similar species or people of the same gender. There are always differences, and these differences attribute to what we call naturally variation. This is common cause variation, as we're going to learn, which is natural variation in every process. And there's also special cause variation, which is manifested by external events. So what is Six Sigma? Six Sigma is a continuous improvement process with particular focus on empowering employees working for an organization that has adopted Six Sigma in order to make changes up to a specific level. Above this level, the employees that have an idea about making a change, they have to escalate their idea to the senior management, and the senior management will give approval so they can proceed and make the change. So empowerment is very important. Training of resources. Training is also very important, and we're going to learn about the skill classification system, which is known as the Six Sigma belts, like white belts, yellow belts, green belts, black belts, and master black belts. And finally, top management support. This is a must because every Six Sigma deployment depends on top management visible support and also the provision of adequate resources in terms of people, money, and etc. So top management engagement is fundamental. What does Six Sigma means? If we take a look at a product or a service and consistency, Six Sigma means producing a defect-free product 99.9996% of the time. This allows for 3.4 defects per million opportunities to make a defect, which is known as DPMO, defects per million opportunities. It refers to the methodology and the practice of focusing on developing and delivering products or services that are fit for purpose and they meet customer requirements. It is also a quality philosophy and a management technique. Organizations like General Electric, they made Six Sigma part of their business culture, but also part of their business strategy. And this gave them a competitive advantage versus other players in the market that they were not using Six Sigma in order to improve their process, products, and services. Six Sigma is also a quality philosophy and a business management technique. It is not a certification standard, or it is not just another metric like a percentage, etc. Some of the basic premises of Six Sigma. The basic purpose is not only to satisfy the customers by meeting their requirements, but it is also about delighting the customers and improving customer satisfaction and customer loyalty. These can be achieved by delivering high-quality products and services that are of consistent quality. So, variation reduction and waste elimination. These are two of the main focal points associated with the Six Sigma discipline. Now, Six Sigma methodologies are used in order to identify and eliminate the root causes that create waste in processes or defects, and also in reducing the process variation in the output. We achieve this by using statistical tools and techniques and process analysis methods. And also, by achieving all this, we also reduce the operating costs associated with creating products or services.